Well, this is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and of course we have the bluebird house back there, and we've got some bluebirds in it. And of course, bluebirds are great for actually trying to keep bugs and do a lot of other things. They're very predatory. Of course, we got a chicken trying to escape. We're going to close that one up. How you doing, chickie, chickie, chickie? Are you Bumble? I don't know. Then we've got the new chicken coop. Looks real similar to the old chicken coop. The only difference is the scale is a lot different. This one's 160 square foot inside. It has, of course, a shaded area up under it. And then we've got nesting boxes. We've got wire over the windows. Sorry about the bouncing. And then the windows are open right now. And of course, step out, ventilation. We've got a good roof there, and that's where the solar panels are going to wind up and go. I couldn't orient the other. The reason I didn't put solar on the other coop is I could never orient it in the correct orientation to get maximum use of the sunlight. And this larger coop gives me the ability to orient it correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put solar panels up there, batteries in there, and then that's going to run the heater that actually keeps their water liquid during the summer. I'll give you a kind of a run through on the side. Of course, it's all one color painted just for ease of maintenance. I've got a lot of hay in it right now, probably too much. We've got our nesting boxes there, of course the windows. You can see the ventilation on each side, and then there are 3 areas for them to roost. Probably have way too much hay in it. I'm going to take some of the hay out of it and throw in the other coupe. And then we've got this one is 8 by 10, or maybe it's 8 by 8 or something like that, or whatever it is, 6 by 8 or who knows. And of course we've got few nesting boxes in there. And just to give you, there are 3 nesting boxes in there, and then there's some little places for them to roost and all that. And of course we cut the extra hole up there for ventilation. And they've got their door, which is a pretty good size on this one. I probably wouldn't have made the door that big, but that's okay. It helps for ventilation. And then we've got a run in there. Now what this one's going to be used for is for babies. When we get them out of the brooder, they can go right into there, gets them out of the basement, and then gives them a secured place where they won't get picked on by the bigger chickens, and gives them a little bit of run area. Of course, the old coop, old as in a couple years by now, how long I've been making these damn videos on this. Of course, you see my modified penitentiary fence, which is about almost 6 feet tall. And of course we got a little roosting area out here, and so they can roost outside and all that. And of course this one, I'll give you a difference between the size of them. This one is 8 feet by 12 feet. And of course we put the food in a Rubbermaid container. We hang their food from the actual ceiling, and we've got a thermostat sitting about a foot down from the roof. If you're a really tall person, this type of design may be a little not working for you. Of course, we've got a lot of chickens out here in the back. They're hanging out by the water barrel, and we've got nipples off of it, and then they can water themselves off that rain catchment system. I've got to finish the rain catchment system. I just haven't had time. But anyway, this is Guns, Knives, Watches, just walking you through my setup. I really do not regret putting in these 6-foot wide metal fences. Not in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I can pull the mower in here, and I can mow around. I can pull anything in here that I need to pull in here. But that's the basic gist of it. Now you can see at high noon that overhang along that front is shading those front windows and shading the front of the coop. In the wintertime, of course, the sun will be lower in the sky, and the sun will go right through those windows. And later on in the day, I'm sure come on around and go through it. But I tried to make it to where the actual roof was giving as much shade as possible. I don't exactly know how many nesting boxes there are there, but there are quite a few. This is probably going to be way longer video than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 16 nesting boxes in all. I really like this design because it has that I would say that's probably a 13-inch overhang, 14-inch overhang, and that protects not only anything from blowing in the windows and us having some type of problem there, but it also covers up the nesting boxes quite well, and gives them a little bit more protection than they would have if that big overhang wasn't there. Anyway, this is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and this is just our chicken update. Of course, this all goes back to the coffee shop, because these chickens are layers for our restaurant, and once we get everything up and operational, that's what all this is working towards, from farm to table. This is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and have a good one.